Yeah, welcome to the game. It's time to ride. Truth on the court. Ball don't.
Welcome to Ball Don't Lie. I'm here, KT the Prospect, with my man here.
What's up? It's your boy TB. Sorry we've been away, working business trips, but we back. What's
We've
up?
been working, man, working. But man, we're here, man. We're here, and we here came right on time. We've been really cooking up some things for y'all, and it's college football time, man.
Yes,
It's college football time.
sir.
And it's football time, man. We're here and we're ready. We're here to get it up. A lot of things happened last night. I know we had 0 week, but we're talking about week 1 because that is where the powerhouses play this weekend, man. So how do you feel, man? We're jumping right in. How about Alabama, Florida State, man? We're jumping right in. How you feel, man?
I mean, 31-17. Somebody can already start putting out there that Kalen DeBoer is in trouble. He is in trouble. I mean, I thought Florida State played a complete game. That defense showed up big. Saw a big stat out there: 7 tackles for loss, 3 sacks out there.
Yes.
Tommy, help me say his name, bro.
Tommy Castellano.
That kid right there. He looked dynamic. I'm not sure if he could do it all year, but he looked dynamic. And once again, Alabama, they looked inefficient. They just couldn't get the job done. And at Alabama, that is something you just can't do, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Florida State, they did it the right way, man. I mean, Mike Norvell, they had a really bad year last year. What they did, they got Gus Malzahn. They got a great defense. They didn't go to transfer portal. They actually kept their homegrown guys and kept the scheme what they had previously when they had Jordan Travis, all them boys in 2023. So what they did was Mike Norvell, he went back to the drawing board. He's like, we're gonna play this smart, tough-nosed football.
Yep.
And that's what he did with Bama. He's like, I'm gonna go to your front line and we're gonna push them. Mm-hmm. And that's what Bama couldn't believe. I mean, Caleb Proctor, who's been the number one touted offensive line guy. I mean, Caleb Proctor was out of shape and he got killed out there. Yeah. He was getting killed by those big edge rushers. And then you got, I hate to say it, my boy Ryan Williams. Like, Ryan Williams was bad.
Yeah.
He dropped 6 passes, T.
Wow.
6 passes, only 5 yards, only 5 receptions, 30 yards.
Did he get hurt that game?
He did get hurt. Yeah. It was supposed to be aggressive targeting, but when you see it closely, it was a statement hit. Yeah. It was a helmet to helmet. Say what you want to say, but man, this Florida State defense, they did their thing, man. They really did their thing. I mean, Earl Little Jr. looked amazing out there. He had four sacks. He had 4 total sacks, and then he had 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Yeah. I mean, they were everywhere. They were swarming everywhere. Jabril Ross, Justin Cryer. I mean, these guys were it's their linebackers. Their linebackers made a statement, and that's something I couldn't say with defensive coordinator for Alabama, Walmack. Coach Walmack, his defense is not, but it's not the standard to Bama. Yep. You want to play swarm defense. You want to play the 2-5, but you can't play the 2-5 because 2-5 is only there for passing offenses.
Well, like you said, man, the run game was there. They averaged 4.7 yards per carry, 230 yards on the ground compared to 87 yards for Alabama.
87 yards.
So at the end of the day, hats off to Florida State. They look good, in my opinion. I think they're a top 25 team now.
They definitely could be a top 25 team. They definitely can contend for a conference championship. Yep. Prior years, it's just that they have to be consistent. They can't be cutesy what they did with DJ Uiagalelei last year. They have to stay consistent. Don't be cute. And like I said, man, Walmack's defense is ugly. It's one of the most ugliest defense. It doesn't fit to what they need. A lot of issues with Bama's defense is that they can't. I mean, they can't stop the run, and just because they're a pass-heavy team. But
I agree. I mean, will we be saying this about an Alabama defense when Nick Saban was there? I mean, you heard the comments by the kid Tommy. He said that Nick Saban's not there to save them, and right. he put his money where his mouth was. So shout out to him. Ty Simpson, I don't know. He looked, he wasn't efficient. His decision making is a little questionable.
It wasn't his fault. I mean, the offense. When you look at it back, the offense line wasn't really serving him help. There's one thing. You don't want Ty Simpson to throw 43 attempts from throwing. No, Ty Simpson's not that type of quarterback. you should limit Tyson's throwing attempts at least to 17 to 13, 20 like attempts.
But they do have their lead back, the kid out of Texas. I can't think of his name right now. But the kid from Texas, Tyler, Texas, matter of fact. But he was out, so hopefully they can get that running game going because it seems like that's what they're going to need to get that offense going.
They lost a lot of guys in that running room last year, so yeah, it's going to be really interesting. But moving on, man, another primetime game, Clemson at LSU. Number 9 Clemson versus number 4 ranked LSU. How did you feel, man? The arguably two best off, quarterbacks in the nation. Gary Nussmeier versus K. Cupman. How'd you feel about that game, man?
Hey, welcome back LSU's defense, right?
Yes.
They look damn good.
It's been years.
It's been years. Welcome back Harold Perkins, from the knee injury.
Yeah.
He looked like a top 5-10 pick going into next year.
Yeah.
Garrett Nussmeier, we got to start putting more respect on that kid's name as well. He could be a top 5 pick at the quarterback position, 230 yards, 1 touchdown. That kid, Aaron Anderson, man, looked very explosive out there. Caden Durham, of course, he's a Texas kid as well.
That wide receiver room is really good.
Yeah, I think LSU is going to be a problem.
I think LSU can really. I think LSU. I want to be bold to say it. I think LSU can make a possible SEC conference championship appearance.
I think they can make the playoffs if they keep it together.
Yeah, if they keep it together, that's the thing. With Brian Kelly, you never know with Brian Kelly. Hey, you saw that image of Brian Kelly with Pierce Smith or something?
Did you see that? Nah, I didn't see that, but it can't be.
After this podcast, I gotta show you. It was like, it was sweet. You know how we got we were like a tight dress shirt, and there was like 3 nipples on his thing, and it was like a nipple pierce.
AI is a mother these days.
You better say AI.
Yeah, that's hard to. He is a tough-nosed ball coach. A lot of people don't like the way he can come across, but I respect it, man. At the end of the day, he's straightforward.
He's a great recruiter.
Yeah.
He's a great recruiter. He's a great motivator for teams.
Yeah, and he's straightforward. That's more so in line with the old school days, like I grew up with coaching, man. They grab you by the helmet or out of your head a little bit. You can get away with that back in my day. This day, these kids, you can't coach them up like that.
Yeah, you can, but I thought, like you said, I thought LSU. I just thought they made the better plays. I think LSU could have blown the games out. The penalties kind of hurt them in the third half of the third quarter of the game when they really could have stuffed their necks on Clemson. But I think guys like Aaron Anderson, the gadget receiver, 5'8", 180 pounds, he looked like anytime he got the ball in the open field, he was going explosive. I think the running game was really good. I think Garrett Nussmeier looked really mature.
Yeah.
I like Durham. He's I didn't get the hype of him last year, but now I kind of get it this year. He's a good one cut back. Mm-hmm. It's just that LSU made the key plays that they should have. But look at Clemson's offense was all horrible. K. Cupman, 19 for 38, an interception. They had no running attack. Alan Randall had only 16 yards, 3 yards per carry.
He didn't have any help.
And that's what I'm scared of. It's man, this Clemson offensive line was really hyped up this year. It's kind of iffy right now. But and then you kind of expect Brian Wilkes, of course, Jr. showed up, but where was the rest of the guys? There isn't.
He has his whole receiving core back from last year, he needs a complete running game. The kid that they had last year, he's in the NFL, I believe, with the Cowboys now.
Yeah.
So inexperienced running backs back there right now. I think their best back, I believe, is that freshman kid.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think Clemson's still going to be a top 15, top 25 team. It is the first game of the year. A lot of teams have some kinks that aren't out. So it is against we got to give these teams credit for going week 1 to play the best of the best, right? So I'm not going to dock Clemson for that. They have some things to clean up. I still think they're a top 15 team. The kid, Cade, from here out of Texas, Westlake, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think he's still a top 10 pick this year.
He is. But, Dabo has a lot of thinking to do. A lot of maturing things to do. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But let's cut it to the chase. Let's go to the game where everybody wants to talk about, right? The game that was The #1 game on television, everybody was talking about, of course, Texas versus Ohio State. Let's talk about that.
Oh man, I mean, what can I say about it? We saw all the hype out there about Arch Manning. He didn't play his best game, but I also believe that I hate to say it, Stark didn't do him any favors. They didn't open up that playbook for this kid. I mean, you've had this kid in the program for 2 years, and he just he looked lost. But credit to Matt Patricia and that defense out there. Keep in mind, Matt Patricia has 3 Super Bowls.
Yes.
It seemed like he was showing Arch one thing, and when the snap happened, they were playing something totally different for a young quarterback going into that environment. Arch struggled. He looked pedestrian. But I do think that Arch will bounce back. What we saw at the end of the game, he looked good throwing that touchdown pass out there. We just got to go back to the drawing board and start Arch. It's time to put this thing together. You had 2 years, figure it out.
I mean, Matt Patricia's going to do what Matt Patricia's great. He plays great disguise defense. He's going to have his safety in the box, and his safety is going to be as a blitzer. And after that safety becomes a blitzer, he's just gonna rush Arch, and that was the main factor of it. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a learning lesson for Sark. I think it's going to be a learning lesson for Arch. And they just got to figure out offensively. Defensively, they played great. It was a great two-headed defensive monster. But Julian Sand, the sophomore, he looked like more mature, and that's what he had to do.
He did. I mean, but keep in mind, Texas out there, they had more yards on the ground. Yeah. They, more first downs. It's just they didn't put it together. Missed opportunities still on the goal line out there. We couldn't get the job done. 4th and 1. But we're still dealing with this for the last 3 years when it comes to Texas program. They can't get the ball across the goal line when it comes to the red zone.
Our best receiver was Parker Livingstone. I like Parker Livingstone. Parker Livingstone's not that good. Not that good of a #1 wide receiver yet. He shouldn't be.
But they showed respect to the kid Wingo. Yeah, little bro. So 166 rushing yards to Ohio State 77.
Right.
170 passing yards to 126 and 16 first downs to 11.
Right.
It's really unacceptable. If I gave you those stats right now from a overall standpoint, passing all that, who would you say won the game?
Win the game. I say we blow the doors out of the Ohio State Buckeyes, man. But that's the thing. It's kind of like, did I expect us to be world beaters out the gate? No, I didn't. Especially with a younger team offensively. Defensively, I knew we were going to be fine. With Anthony Hill, Colin Simmons, everybody. I knew we were going to be fine. Michael Taffe. I knew we were going to be fine. But
yeah,
offensively, we got a lot of questions about Ryan Ringo, man. Because even though
why
he was targeted 5 times, he dropped 2 passes.
Bro,
2 passes that were pivotal in 3rd down conversions with us, and he dropped it.
Arch was inaccurate though, so I'd have to go back to the
yes. One of them was behind,
and they played bracket coverage on this kid all game, bro. Just like we did the same thing with the Smith kid, right?
Yeah.
We had somebody over the top, like we had 2 defenders.
Oh yeah, we were guarding Jeremiah Smith.
They did the same thing with Wingo. So
but thing with Jeremiah Smith, when he had his spots, he took it.
He dropped 2 balls too.
But pivotal?
It was early in the game. He dropped 2 balls. He had to change.
It was still 0-0.
I get it.
We were down 0-14.
We were. I'm not taking nothing away.
Did Ringo get the same separation that Jeremiah Smith did? Hell, Cardinal Tate did.
But I'm gonna ask you this:
yes.
How much of it did he get the same separation as Wingo did, as opposed to it being schemed for him to get open that way, or it being schemed for Wingo and them? Because the plays that were schemed for Arch to have wide open guys, we dropped the ball. It was the first play of the game.
I agree.
He skipped it.
I agree. It was a vanilla offense. It was bunch type pro offense. It's not the motion offense we're used to with Sark doing, right?
Sets,
not emotional sets, not no QB, not no QB like QBR throws.
I was lost.
Nothing like no slants, no nothing. I understand that. But bro, when you have a slant in route and you have a wide open field right there, it doesn't matter how bad the ball is sometimes. It was still right in your hands. You can't be dropping those 2 pivotal passes. You can't.
I agree and I disagree because with the slant, if you're off a little bit, interception.
That's
if the
true.
ball hits the hands of the receiver and bounces off, you got a linebacker there, you got a safety there. If the corner's behind, it's almost 3 opportunities for you to have another interception.
That's
so
true.
it's just Texas look bad. They look bad offensively.
I'll say this. I give Ringo slack. I give Ringo slack because that defense was pivotal. And yes, they did do a lot of bracket defense. They doubled up on him. They made sure he gets uncomfortable. But other guys like DeAndre Moore, I mean,
how many catches he have?
2 yards. 2 receptions, 6 yards.
He looked pissed at the end of the game.
Terrible.
He looked pissed. Him, like you said, Parker
Livingston looked like the best out of everybody.
And even with that throw, that receiver was all over him. He just made a hell of a play.
Jack Hendricks look good. He's our tight end. You can't have your tight end be your best. You can't have that.
He's a safety blanket.
I understand, but
look, they have 3 games coming up against a bunch of nobodies in a sense to really get this offense going, and then they have Florida right after that.
That's scary. That's a scary game.
It is a scary game, but it's a game that they can win, and I believe that if Texas really puts things together, hell, when they landed off this plane, Arch and Stark should have been together looking at this film, going over everything, and keep in mind, I was reading earlier that, Peyton Manning's first start, I can't remember who it was against. It was against a ranked team, though.
It was Florida, I think.
It was Florida. Yeah, I think it was. I was thinking Florida in the back of my head, but I didn't want to be inaccurate. He had a game just like this, so we can't write this kid off.
I understand. Everybody. Let me say this. I gotta say this real quick. Everybody's saying that Archie Manning is overhyped, overrated. That's your fault. We didn't. Yeah. We had expectations of Archie Manning being a good quarterback in his first year starting. Yeah. People were saying already generational talent. People were saying already Heisman. That's your expectations of him. Yeah. Don't put that on him because he has the main name. He didn't put those expectations on him. There's a reason why he was back up for a couple of years because he had to learn against an offense that's really hard to learn. Like Stark's offense is hard to learn. Like it's a reactionary offense. For a quarterback, you got to process everything.
Correct.
So people who are already off this Arch mention or are happy and jumping up, twirling their skirts up the rear because Arch had a bad game. First of all, shame on you. 2, hater. 2, it's the first game he's playing in a shoe, right? Against Ohio State Buckeyes, the number one, obviously going to be the number 1 team in the nation.
I think they're going to be number 1. Yeah.
Number 1, arguably top 5 teams in the nation
easily,
and one of the best receivers, probably the best receiver, best player in the country, with Jeremiah Smith,
and the best safety in
the country. So what are we talking about here? And an all-star level coaching staff. So people who want to do that, go ahead. But let me say this: people want to do that. It's sad. It's really sad. And people who want to torch Arch for 1 game, that's you're being overreactionary, and we need to stop that.
Like you said, shame on them, little bro. I put it this way: 99% of people couldn't go out there and do what he does. No. So let's just all shut the hell up with that.
You can talk about the technique. You can talk about him being not hitting his throws. Yes, you can critique him, but going outside of that off of 1 game, is stupid. But anyway,
let the kid play. Let him develop. Let's see his career through before we start speaking down.
Stop with your expectations.
And I saw a lot of people out there wishing we had Quinn back, which was funny. But hey, like I said, I'm gonna say this. I think if Quinn, I hate to go down. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You see Quinn with the Dolphins lately?
I did. Yeah, that's. NFL and college is 2 different games, as we all know. But the man made the squad. Shout out to him. Let's let Arch play. Shout out to that defense because that defense is going to keep us in ball games this year. Absolutely. Ohio State, hats off. They were the better team.
We'll see y'all, man. We'll see. This ain't it.
But that's it. You know what? I gotta say that's if they make it, man. They still a lot of question marks about them.
I think Julius Sayers is going to be one of the surprisingly better quarterbacks.
You think so?
Yeah. When you see his throwing. And you see the teammate, he was very active. He was poised.
He was. I give it to him.
Yeah.
I give it to him. Still got to see. I've been saying, even with Arch Manning, Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see.
I've always been that because all these phenoms and 5 stars and look, man, like I've
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, you know, I've been out here and played with some of these guys, and my thing is, bro, we gotta see it to believe it.
Absolutely.
You gotta leave that high school stuff where it's at. When you get out there and you start playing with these kids out here in college, big time college football, it's a totally different game. It has to translate. The same thing with the pro game, bro. It just has to translate. So let's chill. Let the kid play.
Man, you want to talk about one of I guess hyped up games that was later on the game that last night. Fighting Irish versus the Miami Hurricanes. Man. What you think, man? A lot of narratives in this game.
Yeah, I thought Carson Beck looked damn good, man.
He looked mature.
Yeah, I think he looked good slinging a rock. I think Miami's defense looked better than advertised.
Yeah.
That kid Tony.
Malachi Tony.
Yeah, the wide receiver out there. What a hell of a freshman. To me, other than that kid that made that one-handed catch.
C.J. Daniels.
That was Odell-esque.
That was.
Man. But my thing is Tony, he separates, man. He catches the ball well. Look out for that kid. He's a pro in the making.
He is. I think they got a three-headed monster because I think Keelan Marion number 0. I think he played solid. Okay. He didn't get a lot of touches, but I mean he made the impactful catches that he did. I like the dynamic of what they did to receivers instead of like what they with Cam Ward instead of Cam Ward. Hey Cam, air it out, help us.
Yeah.
They put Carson Beck in the right position to say, hey, give it to our playmakers. We're going to make subtle throws. We're going to make quick throws, and all you have to do is make the right observation, get the ball out of your hands quick, and get it to our key guys. And that's what he did. He did his job. He did his job, and they had a good running attack. They had a really good merge. I think Mark Fletcher had really good. He had 66 yards, 4 yards of carry. Jamar Brown, backup, really good, 54 yards. So that's just and a touchdown. I mean, that's just showing they're playing balanced. It seems like Mario Cristobal learned from his mistakes of last year of being very quarterback heavy or Cam Ward. And he's kind of implementing that, whoa, we rebuilt this offensive line. Let's see how good this offensive line is. Yeah. And let's do what Notre Dame usually does is run the ball down their goddamn throats and make the key plays.
It was, man, disappointing for Notre Dame. I was shocked to see that offensive line struggle.
I thought Jeremiah Love played. He looked slow out there as a running back. He looked Jeremiah like
indecisive for sure.
Yeah, as a running back, I mean, you can't have your backup. Like I like Jadarian Price, but you can't have your backup out running you, man.
CJ Carr, he looked all right out there. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I thought CJ looks like a gamer. He looks like a guy that's gonna have some rough games, but if you keep that game close, he's gonna somehow could hear the game or win you a game. That's what CJ looks like to me. He seems like a guy that improvises a lot, and he can have like a bad first half, which he kind of had the first half, and then the second half he looked really good. Like he looked kind of mature. Other than the last couple drives to win the game of the 3 intentional groundings, I think CJ Carr looked good. I think he might be one of their best quarterbacks that they could have if they improve him a little bit better.
Potentially. I could see that because he looks like a natural thrower to football. Yeah. They haven't had something like that in a minute. But, Notre Dame also, I think kudos to them going out there playing a top team just like Texas. Yeah. First game of the year. I still think they're a top 25 team. I believe they still probably make the playoffs even with this roster going forward.
They gotta be careful though. I mean, Notre Dame, they don't have like a toss-up schedule like they did last year. Like they got Texas A&M next, and Marcel Reed, who's one of my.
I like Marcel.
Yeah, Marcel Reed.
Like Marcel.
And Mario Colbert, the wide receiver. Yeah, they look like a 2-headed tandem right there at Texas A&M.
They play UTSA.
Yeah. I mean, 42 points on. I mean, that's on a respectable program. That's nothing to sniff at, right?
It's not. But I mean, Marcel Reed, excuse me. Yeah. Marcel, even did you see that Sonic Smash commercial?
Yeah.
Oh man, at Texas A&M, that's all he's seeing.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, that was funny, man. Shout out to Marcel. I am a Texas fan, but I root for that kid in A&M.
Me too. But going back to Notre Dame, it ain't like Arkansas, right? Boise State. I think Boise State they're gonna look bad this year. NC State's nothing to sniff at. USC's nothing to sniff at. Boston College nothing to sniff at. Navy's nothing to sniff at. Syracuse is nothing to sniff at. Like they can possibly lose one of these games, man. Like I'm not really saying that Notre Dame can make it to the playoffs, but I think they can be outside the playoffs and possibly because they're
10-2, 10-2.
I could see 9-3.
I can see 9-3 too.
Yeah,
I can see that go either way. I can see it go either way, but if they go 10-2, I believe they sneak in.
Yeah, you're right. But aside from that, man, I mean, I think there was a really lot of good games, man. I think there was a lot of upsets. There was a lot of. I think what I really learned from this year, from this game this week was, man, a lot of everybody's Heisman favorites are kind of. I don't know. There's not a lot of Heisman favorites out the gate yet. We're kind of getting our feet wet, and I mean that's how you kind of expect. But everybody's Heisman favorite, like Jeremiah Love was a Heisman favorite. Archie was a Heisman favorite.
Yep.
Like no one really had Carson Beck as a favorite. No one but these guys were showing up. Like Kate Klubnik was a heavy favorite. And He played awful. So
it's week one.
It's week one.
It's week one. It's early.
It's early.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that we could say too, but they played nobody, right?
Yeah.
Dante Moore looked good over there at Oregon. Hell, but we did talk about also Joey Aguilar.
Yeah.
We were talking about him airing it out. You know what? That offense, him a plug and play for Nico, that might work out in Tennessee's favor.
Yeah, it is. So everybody T kind of set it up for me. This is the kind of like our week one play, game players of the week. Like this is like you get the game ball first.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be our consistent segment. And man, this is the guys that played it out. I mean, I got Joey Aguilar for Tennessee. He balled out, man. Like he really did. Like 300 yards. They had he exploded out there to like 230. I mean, I didn't see Joey Aguilar coming out of a small school. I didn't see him coming out here and just absolutely bombing like the way he did, and I was like really surprised. I think Tennessee is going to be one of the best offenses if they keep this up. One of the best offenses in the league. Man, yeah. And then I had Carson Beck.
Carson Beck. Guy.
Yeah, Carson Beck is mature. I got to give him a game ball. I mean, he made the game-winning drive for him to get the field goal. He looked mature out there. He looked accurate. He made the mature throws as he did last year. So I give him the game. I give him the game ball. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Garrett Nussmeier. He stayed steady. He took the throws that the defense gave him. Right. His game looked like you said, he matured.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna also go a standout. I'm gonna go LSU defense.
That's crazy. I haven't heard it too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go LSU defense. It looks like they're back, and if those guys are back and that offense gets going, it's going to be trouble for college football, I think.
It is. Yeah, it is. I think if Brian Kelly don't mess with him.
Yeah. Every game still has to be played. Absolutely. But he looks like he has it going in the right direction. The program looks like it's back on track. But every week it's a week to week basis.
Right.
Your report card gets upgraded every week. So we'll see.
A couple of my dark horses that I really no one's gonna talk about, but to kind of go over a shout out. I thought Avery Johnson from Kansas State, the quarterback. Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson is back to back 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Did you read that story about his dad and his brother out there boxing?
Yeah.
I hate for that to be the story about that young man that takes away from the play,
but let me tell you, he's been carrying that Texas Kansas State offense. He's been carrying that Texas State team. Kansas State has an awful defense this year. They damn near lost to a division.
I saw that.
They should have lost to Iowa State the way that they did. But he's been keeping them in games. He won in that game last night, and I think he looks really good. I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the nation to me right now. He back-to-back 200 yards, consistent.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
I get it. The Big 12 is loaded this year. I had to see it consistently. I think Avery is a good player. He's athletic as hell. He throws a pretty good ball. But I don't trust Kansas State.
I agree.
I don't trust Kansas State.
I'll give him the game ball because of week 0, week 1. Come back to back in a short span of weeks like that and ball out. I gotta give him respect. Another one I have Bynum Brown from Florida. University of South Florida. He is a baller. Like, let me a 5'11", 230-pound quarterback who's a running back.
Yeah.
I mean, 200 yards.
Oh, you talking about the kid from the Bulls?
Yeah.
From the Bulls?
Yeah.
South Florida?
Yeah.
Hold on. You said quarterback?
Yeah.
No, bro. That kid is 6'3".
He's 6'3"?
That number, what was he? I can't. You talking about South Florida Bulls, right?
Yeah, Bynum Brown.
Oh, yeah, okay. I watched that game.
Yeah.
That kid is a legit NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
He's 6'.
They say he's 5'11".
Nate, you heard that wrong. Look his profile up, man.
No way.
That kid is 6'3", man.
No.
That kid is 6'3" with a rocket arm, throws the football with timing, precision, and he can run it, bro. Yeah. Man, that's crazy, man.
I saw the announcers, they said 5'11".
Bro, I was watching this game and I told I told my girl, bro, 6'3". I told my girl this and he's a junior.
He's a junior.
I said, hey, this
he was supposed to play last year, but he got hurt. Yeah.
I said, this kid right here, he could be a first round pick.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the way he was running all over Boise State.
That was a good one, man.
I saw him like, this nigga here. Sorry, it's this guy here. I'm sorry. You know,
he's a problem.
You know, that's a problem.
He's a problem.
He's gonna. I think South Florida can make a ranked team this year.
Hey, man, the way I'm glad you said that, bro.
And then Nimrod, the wide receiver.
Yeah,
he's nice.
Look, South Florida looked explosive. They got
did.
some talent.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think they make the playoffs.
No. But I think they can make a big bowl game.
Yeah.
They can make a big bowl game.
And that kid, Biden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody that you got to watch, man. He's an NFL quarterback. Whether he comes out this year or next year.
Guys.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta
check that kid out.
Check that kid out.
Check him out, man. He's nice.
Like, Jesus.
You know who I like, bro? I like DeCorian Moore from Oregon, bro.
DeCorian Moore.
I
was skeptical about him, man.
Why? He was the number one receiver coming out.
That was kind of the reason why. Because when I saw kind of his tape in high school, he didn't really flash to me. He has a really good arm.
What?
Yeah, he didn't flash to me. I'm like, oh, he's
DeCorian Moore, the wide receiver.
Yeah,
bro, he was. Did you not see his highlights?
I didn't see.
Nobody could cover this kid.
I didn't see. I didn't.
And then just the athleticism. I think he had a highlight where he hurdled the kid.
He did hurdle a kid.
Yeah, this is his first college game, man. This kid is athletic. He runs routes.
To me, when I saw him in high school, he flashed out to me because he was kind of they're kind of using him as a slant and then kind of in and out. So I didn't see the whole big tape of it. I saw the game by game play. I didn't see the highlights. So,
I mean, you know, my boy here, man, he's great at talking football and stuff, but he's the basketball guy. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that kid is dynamic as hell. If he stays healthy, he's gonna be a top 15, top 20 pick. Let's just put it that way.
I'll agree to that.
He's just a freshman. Him and Tony that I saw this week,
yes,
dynamic. Those two kids are mature, just like what we saw from Smith last year and the Ryan Williams kids. Yeah. You know, these kids are coming out of high school ready to play, man. It's fun to see.
You don't think there's no other receiver?
Off the top of my head that I saw from like a young standpoint, freshman, I'm just talking about the freshman kids right now. I'm probably missing somebody like you talked about, Aaron Anderson. Anderson from LSU looked real good in my eyes. The kid that made the Odell catch looked pretty good as well. And, you know, he's a transfer from LSU. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. We got to. Jesus. Oh, man. I mean, I got to give a quick congratulations to Auburn. Congratulations to Auburn. Congratulations, Coach Freeze out there to beating Bama like the way they did. Auburn looked good. I got to give them credit.
Auburn?
Yeah, Auburn.
With, they got Oklahoma's old quarterback, right?
Yeah. Jackson Arnold.
Jackson Arnold.
He looked good. I got to give him credit. He can't throw for crap, but I gotta give Jackson Arnold credit.
Game one, man. Game.
Hey, huge freeze, and with the way he struggled as an organization, but the way they came out there, the way they look, I gotta give them credit. Auburn looked good because I thought Baylor was gonna pull something out of their sleeve, but I gotta give Auburn credit. So
their SEC team, man, they should do that. Should have been a game, but
Did you see what happened last year? Well, the first half last year, they looked awful. First half last year.
Yeah, they did.
I gotta give them credit.
They did.
I gotta give them credit. Of course, my last guy, I got Tony Castellanos, the man of the hour, the man of the week. Everybody's celebrating the guy, the hero. I guess if you think Bama's still that powerhouse you think it is, Tony Castellanos looks good, man. He looks good. He's a really good, dual threat, really a read option quarterback.
Yeah,
he can make the timely throws when he needs to. Yes, he's undersized, but that's kind of his advantage. Is that he's undersized, but you can't catch him when you need to because he's gonna make them. He's gonna make them big arm throws, and he's gonna make those big arm runs when he needs to because he's so good and so swift and so quick. It's hard to tackle him.
So I'll say this: he has to stay healthy the whole year.
Yes, he does have to. And he has to slide. I like
he's
him.
not sliding, bro. That's not his game. He's not getting
I know
down.
he has to slide.
My thing is when they play against a defense that is sound, steady, fast, they may be in trouble because now they're gonna force him to drop back and throw the ball.
Like Ohio State, I can see them being like if they make it to the playoffs, like Ohio State, I can see that give them trouble.
Yeah, I can see LSU. I can see Texas giving them trouble. I mean, but like I said, we're gonna live in a moment right now. He looked good against a premier team.
Miami looked pretty good too, maybe defensively. So I could, Miami could give them some trouble defensively.
Miami could.
Yeah,
Miami could. I definitely.
That's their own conference, so I can see that. So yeah, but any other game ball guys before we go to?
Off the top of my head, let's give another game. Marcel Reed. I'll go with Florida State's defense.
Really?
Yeah. Florida State's defense looked. I mean,
they did. They
to
did
make
look really good.
Alabama look pedestrian like that. To make Alabama not look like Alabama. The big bullies that they're supposed to be. Those days are over. I think
Mike Norvell did exactly what he did. He limited the rushing attempts.
Yeah. And
he made Ty Simpson the thrower, which you don't want. You don't want Ty Simpson to be the thrower. So they had a great game plan the entirety of the game. I think they did great. I think they exposed Bama's defense even more because Bama's stroke gets running attack quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They cannot stop the running team when it comes to running attack, when it comes to running backs or quarterbacks. And they're playing Vanderbilt. They're playing Vanderbilt next week.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fight. That is not a team that you just run over these days.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be shocked into upset with Vanderbilt.
Who, Florida State?
No, I'm talking about Bama.
Oh, Bama plays Vandy next week?
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know, because, they beat them last year.
Yeah. And they still got that quarterback.
They still got Pavia. Pavia, man, that kid there.
That's the hero. Man, you want to talk. And I think he's better than Tommy Casanello. I think he's better than Tommy.
That's another conversation.
That's not a conversation. He's a better thrower. He's a way better thrower than Tommy.
But their games are similar because they're called to basically run the ball and keep the chains moving. That's their game. Neither one of them are traditional drop back quarterbacks. I wouldn't even call them. I don't even know if I call them dual threats at this point. Because I don't feel like neither one of them are consistent throwing the ball. Not consistent. But I will say that
I think Pavio's a little bit consistent.
You think so?
Yes.
I have to look at how many yards he threw for last year.
He threw a decent amount of yards.
At least, but my thing is he runs to set up the pass.
You're right.
The running game is both of these teams' bread and butter.
Yes.
And if that is shut down, and you tell me to put my money on both of them, beat me to passing the ball, I'm not putting my money there. I'll go that route.
All right, guys, moving on to, y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened, man. My boy Micah Parsons.
Mike
is gone. Traded to the Green Bay Packers for Kenny Clark and 2 future first-round picks.
It's over with, man. We starting over.
It is over with. I think. Well, I want to hear your perspective. What you think? Because I got a lot of thoughts.
Jerry Jones is going to pass away without seeing his team win another Super Bowl. That's what my thoughts are, and and I mean that respectfully. But with that being said, they're starting over. I don't know how this defense is going to look. I just saw that they signed DeRon Bland.
DeRon Bland, 5 years, $92 million.
Yeah, just saw that they shored him up. But I don't know what that pass rusher is going to look like this year, even with who is it? The Kenny Clark guy coming in. He's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. I think offensively just puts so much more pressure on Dak, and Dak is not the guy you want to. I've been saying that. Y'all know that. He's not the guy you want to put more pressure on. With that being said, we're going to be drafting a quarterback soon.
Don't do that. No,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
What are you talking about?
It might not be this year, but next year.
I think we got 3 good years. I think we got 3 more good years with Dak. 3 more good years.
Dak is done, bro. Dak is done. Mark my word. Y'all heard it right here. Dak is freaking done.
Who's replacing Dak?
We're gonna draft somebody because he's not. I don't know.
Please do not say Arch,
bro. Arch is.
Please do not.
Arch is so far fetched right now because we don't even know what type of. I don't know. But my thing is, if you're getting rid of Micah, and I don't know. We got 2 first-round picks, bro. 26.
Them 2 first-round picks are gonna be. It's gonna be a defensive back or an O-lineman. I'm telling you right now.
Hell no.
What?
Hell no. Dak is not that. We've had him what 10 years now.
Yeah.
A decade, and he hasn't. Bro, he's not the guy.
But what if Dak? What if Dak has like an MVP caliber? What if Dak has like a wow? Like
when has Dak been wow? Y'all tell me.
2 years ago, we had an MVP caliber year. We was top 3 MVP voting.
Here we go again, man. Here we go with this shit. I'm trying not to cuss on this thing, but here we go again.
I already said the N word.
Yeah. here we go again. You know, I want to keep it professional.
Yeah, I get that.
But with that being said, though, I don't see it happening, man. I mean, this puts more pressure on the offense. We don't have a legit running back. That offensive line is being rebuilt to be younger to protect him. But in 10 years, to me, Dak has not been that dynamic.
Are you talking about short-term or longevity? Longevity or short-term?
As far as what? Dak?
Yes. We talking about, you mean
you're saying, I asked, when has Dak been that dynamic? Only the times, bro, that he has had a running back, an offensive line, and a complete receiver. Yeah. A running game to take everything off him. When we had Zeke. Yeah. Yeah. So, but other than that.
I agree with that.
Okay, so since Zeke has been gone, and he has had to be the guy to shoulder the load, when has he excelled and stepped up to that plate?
He did 2 years ago.
When?
2023. We won 2023, 2022, 2021. I'm not a Dak truther. I am not. Trust me. I am realistic with that.
I just want to know for NFL fans.
3 straight years, we went 12-4.
NFL fans.
Playoffs, you got me.
Okay, then.
I don't care about that.
That's where it matters. In the game.
But you make it seem like it's like,
bro,
man, he hasn't done jack.
Bro.
That's how you make it seem like.
So you're telling me you're the type of guy that likes getting to the first round and taking your ass home?
Hell no, I'm not saying that.
But that's what we got.
I gotta give them credit where credit's due in the regular season. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
It ain't like with freaking with Quincy Carter and all of them and Drew Bledsoe and he's not like. Even with Tony was 1 and done too. Tony was 1 and done too.
This guy's too young to understand, man. You start bringing up Quincy and all these guys. Quincy and them never even had the team. Dak has had the team. No, I was around. I was around for these times. He was a baby.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying he's not those type of caliber of quarterbacks. I'm comparing him. I think Dak's better than him.
Oh, okay, if you're saying that, yes, he is. But he is a guy that's going to get you to where we've been going. And our goal is to go to a Super Bowl.
When has Jerry longevity term, even short term, showed you consistently that he is building a Super Bowl team around Dak time after time?
Bro,
when has he showed that?
What are you talking about?
He just did it right now. He did it with Amari Cooper.
Nate.
He did it with Nate. He just released Amari Cooper for $90 million.
Bro, I'm saying that Dak has had a defense. Dak has had.
But how long has he had? It's like for 1 year.
What are you talking about? He's had for 1 year. He's went.
It's never consistent.
I'm not saying it always is, but he's went from Dez to.
Dez was not the same Dez that he was.
The offense wasn't the same, and then Dez, of course, Dez phased out. but then there was a different guy throwing him the ball too. So, and my thing is, he's had Dez, bro.
And guess what? He lost those guys.
Amari.
He lost those guys because of
he had Amari for 3 years, at least 3 or 4.
And Amari was still good for 4 more years. And guess what happened?
You turn around and go get CD. He had Amari and CD at one point in time.
He still could have kept him. And guess what happened?
Who
made that decision to not keep Amari Cooper?
Jared Jones.
Who made that decision to get Ezekiel Elliott $95 million when Zeke was just coming from injury?
That was trash.
Thank you.
But to his defense,
who gave Terrence Steele a maximum extension when Terrence Steele came from a goddamn ACL injury?
Jerry hasn't made great decisions.
That's all I'm
not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is that running game, bro, has been there. Okay, we've had teams with that having top 10 offenses, bro, on multiple occasions, and then top 10 defenses on multiple occasions. If you can't be the guy to get us over the top, then at the end of the day, I'm happy what he's done, bro. But it's not to get us to the ultimate goal. If you want to take a look at other guys around you, and the only one off the top of my head that I can think of right now is this Patrick Mahomes. He has not had all the time top offenses and top defenses. He's had to be the guy to carry them over the top.
It's that defense that's carrying Patrick Mahomes.
I agree with you. That defense has been stellar at times. At times. I'm saying it's also been his play as well. He's the guy that has to elevate you. Josh Allen is the guy that has to elevate you. Now, Josh does not have a Super Bowl. He doesn't. Yeah, I knew you were about to say something. He does not have a Super Bowl, but he has gotten further than that. We have not played in the next round.
That's true.
And so, we can stay focused on it, man. But, I will say shout out to Parsons. I mean, $188 million.
$37 million guaranteed.
137 guaranteed.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about what are we gonna be this year? How do you feel? I don't think we're gonna be the worst team in the field. I just feel like we're gonna be those teams searching for the playoffs but don't make it. Simply because we're doing this a week before the game opener, Thursday, which is a couple of days late.
They play this week, right?
Yeah.
Loss.
Yeah.
Let's say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, against the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Loss. I'm telling you right now, loss. But as I digress, I'm sorry. But with that being said, man, 10-6, 9-8. You heard it right here.
I'll say 8-9.
Oh, so you trashing on your own squad? Look, I'm saying.
No.
Look, 10-6, 9-8. He still has 2 perennial wide receivers out there, 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
If he the man, he better show it, man. He better show it.
I just think that first half schedule was rough because we got the Packers and then we got
you know that boy coming back for revenge.
Yeah.
Every time he hit that,
and I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I don't think this makes the Packers the contenders, but I think this makes the Packers elevate even more because you get him in 26 years of age. You get him long term, and plus you add him with guys like Rashawn Gary.
Yeah.
And keep him with already a solid run attack with that linebacker core, and then he can put him an edge all you want to. He doesn't have to focus on run stopping the ball. So
they have a young nucleus out there.
They really do have a young nucleus.
That's Packers, man, with Love, and they got the kid from UT, and still some guys around him right now. Right. At wide receiver, I mean,
Josh Jacobs,
all of them, man. I wouldn't be shocked if they won a Super Bowl in the next 2-3 years. It wouldn't shock me at all.
It depends how Jordan Love develops.
But we have saw flashes of Jordan Love being Jordan Love's a top 10 quarterback.
He can be a top 10 quarterback.
Okay.
It's just that he has his moments like Jesus, where you throwing it to, right?
Okay. Let's play that. Who you pick again, real quick, Jordan Love or
Give me that.
Hey man, y'all hear this guy? Yeah. You go Dak over Jordan Love
as a longer resume and as a bigger resume. Yes, it ain't like Jordan Love. It ain't like Jordan Love made it to deep in the playoffs either. Jordan Love's been 1-0. The only playoff when he has is against us.
Look, I don't know.
The only playoff win Jordan Love has is against us.
What does the eye test tell you from them throwing the ball?
Jordan Love's a better natural passer.
Thank you.
Dak is an all-around
It doesn't.
But Dak is an all-around better quarterback.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree.
Are you kidding me?
You said he's a better natural thrower of football. I think he sees the field better.
I don't think he sees the field better. I think him and Dak are dang near same.
That's
Jordan Love is a turnover machine.
Hey, y'all tell us who you going with. I'm going with.
And I'm not saying like Jordan Love is like 1A, 1B. I think they're dang near neck and neck. But right now, I'm thinking Dak. I think like I say Dak's like 9 or 10, and I say Jordan Love's like 11 or 12.
I'm going Jordan Love. There's some credit to what you're saying. I think a lot of people would tell us they're interchangeable, right?
They really are interchangeable.
I think if you ask me upside, if I'm going upside wise, I'm going Jordan Love. Then that's my reason why.
The better player right now is Dak. The floor is Dak. The upside is Jordan Love.
You can say Dak, right? But and my thing is I can't disagree with you because Jordan hasn't done that much as well. But if I'm going upside and natural thrower of the football, somebody I feel like sees the field better than somebody that's been in the league for 10 years.
Have you seen
making the same?
Have you seen Jordan Love this year? Have you seen Jordan Love this year? Jordan Love cannot. Jordan, every time there is a slant or an underneath route, whether it's an inside receiver, whether it's Jordan Reed, anytime he throws it over the top, every time he always tries to make the big plays instead of the settled plays that get you another down. I have seen that with Jordan Love last year constantly. That was the reason why the Packers were in the wild card instead of the dang near division when they could have had a bye. Jordan Love was inconsistent.
Let me ask you this.
There was a time of period when they were chanting, when the Green Bay Packers were chanting for what's that dude named Liberty, who was a quarterback from Liberty.
The black guy, right?
Black guy.
I can't think of his name.
They were cheering his name to play over Jordan Love because he had a better 2 weeks than Jordan Love had the span of 3 to 4 weeks that Jordan Love had in the mid-season. Now Jordan Love played better, came out better later down the season, but he was inconsistent.
How dare the Green Bay fans for that kid out of Liberty?
I gotta look at his name because it's better.
For that kid out of Liberty, how dare? Look! If they swap quarterbacks, the Cowboys and the Packers today.
Packers with Malik Willis.
Malik Willis, yeah, we remember him.
Yeah,
and we saw what I can't remember. The Titans drafted him.
Yeah, second round.
Okay, we saw what happened with that. But we saw what happened with that. Malik, hey, he's part of the 1% to play at that level. You can play at that level. You can play at that level. Never gonna hate it on that, man. I can't do it. I'm here talking to y'all. Okay. But with that being said, that's why he's backup.
Yeah.
He's not Jordan Love. And if Jordan Love was on the Cowboys, I'd probably watch their games this year. I'm not gonna watch the Cowboy games. I'll read about it. Not worth my time. I got money to get.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I said it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from him. You heard from T, man. You heard
not wasting my time.
Unless Dak is gone. Don't throw that out there. Unless Dak is gone. That was essentially what you just said.
I will say if this man shows he is worth my time watching the stuff that I have watched the last 10 years, I'll watch. But it ain't worth my time. We all know what's going to happen. I'm going to create a new word for it, bro. He's going to dak it up. Yeah. He's going to dak it up. You use the abbreviation for what I want to really say.
You're feeding all the antis. You're feeding all the...
I'm not, bro. I'm a guy that watches and knows football. I can sit here and articulate this crap all day. If the eye test tells me that that's a waste of my time.
You heard it from him. But hey, let us know in the comments. Let us know whether it's TikTok where you seen the shorts. Let us know, man. Let us know because this is gonna be this is interesting. I just think that Dak. I don't say Dak is a franchise level quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Dak has been a consistent good quarterback for the past couple of years that has led you to win games. I just don't think Jerry Jones has put him, or Steven has put him in his favorable favor for these past couple of years, simply because they didn't want to pay him or franchise tag, or similar to this, they're just in their feelings with Micah, because that's what it really was. That's what it really was. It was agents, and then Micah didn't, and then thought it was closed hand deal. We were shaking their hands. It's like, well, Jerry, you can't make the deal without him making a deal for agent, which was Micah's agent. So it was just assumptions, and it was confusion, and then they got on his nerves, and that's what just really happened. They're both on these choke feelings, and Micah got traded because of it, and Jerry just lost a generational defensive.
He did. I don't get into all the minutia.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what I will say. Y'all all have watched Dak Prescott for 10 years. Y'all all have. Now, if y'all want to spend y'all time watching that brand of football, y'all do that. TJ's not doing it. What we can say also is there's a lot of reports that came out about this trade. There are reports that, a lot of teammates viewed Parsons as egotistical, self-centered. They cited his podcast, and there was, points of contention in Dallas that were, the podcast, and he saw himself as the best guy in the locker room. And, that rubbed Dak the wrong way and rubbed a couple of guys. But this is my thing, rubbing Dak the wrong way. Who gives a? If you're not, this guy was performing at a level that Dak could only dream of. So rubbing him the wrong way, you're the quarterback, bro. Stay focused, be the CEO, go out there and execute. Come on, man.
It's been balled on live, man. It's
been balled right
here. Anyways, guys, we're gonna come up with more content. Be consistent. Sorry, we've been inconsistent a lot of couple of weeks. We've been working. We've been trying to get money. So. But man, we're gonna come more consistent this year. Football season right around the corner, NFL, college. So everybody, keep your notifications up. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell. Double check, because YouTube, they got stingy with this notification bell. So make sure you double click it. And we keep you updated. And this has been Bottle Live. Love y'all. Peace.
Have a good one.